Welcome to the Scene of the Series, a new series where we're going to discuss our favorite scenes from our favorite horror movie franchises. How it works, we're simply going to discuss some of the scenes in each of these movies. And at the end, we're going to crown 3 scenes, 1 bronze, 1 silver, and the gold. And I figured why not start off this series with a fan favorite, Scream. Enough talking, let's go to the scenes. Scene of the Series, Scream Edition. So let's begin with the original Scream, released in 1996. And without a doubt, we have to talk about the opening scene. One of, if not the greatest opening scenes in movie history. Killing off the biggest name in your movie at the time was something unheard of. And it let us fans know that nobody in this franchise is safe. Another scene I think is worth mentioning in the original film is obviously the reveal that Billy and Stu are Ghostface. An unexpected twist for the time. Sure, now looking back it was pretty obvious, but upon first time watch, that twist was such a shocker to everyone. And it pretty much solidified the whodunit slasher genre. Let's move right along to Scream 2, released in 1997. Now honestly I was thinking, does this movie really have super memorable scenes? Sure. I'd say the opening scene with Jada Pinkett and Omar Epps was pretty memorable, as well as the awesome chase scene between Ghostface and Sarah Michelle Gellar. And we know Sarah has great chase scenes. Looking at you, I know what you did last summer. And honestly, I think that's the only 2. Maybe you could argue Randy's death, but is that memorable or did that just piss a lot of people off?
Fuck you!
And if you beg to differ and you think there's more iconic scenes in Scream 2, just let me know in the comments. I guess the cafeteria scene was pretty memorable for different reasons. On to Scream 3, released in 2000. This is one I honestly don't think it has a single iconic scene, honestly. But I do love Jennifer and Gail's back and forth throughout the film.
You know, in the movies, I play you as being much smarter.
And as a sane person.
Moving on to Scream 4, released in 2011. Now I think there is a very iconic scene in this film, along with some brutal kills. And you can argue that it's the most brutal Scream movie we have. I guess you could say these characters died hard in this one.
Fuck Bruce Willis.
But I'm going to have to mention the greatest Ghostface reveal, outside of Officer Doofy of course, the Jill Roberts reveal. A reveal that I truly did not see coming, and I honestly don't think there'll be a better one. Now let's move on to Scream. Well, Scream 2022. And again, I'm going to have to go with the opening scene, the one that broke the rules. No other character survived the opening scene, but of course Jenna's character Tara manages to survive in one of the more brutal attacks we see from Ghostface. Moving on to another scene that I know a lot of people don't like talking about, the unfortunate Dewey's death scene. The fan favorite getting killed off in the 5th installment of the franchise. It left fans absolutely gutted, see what I did there? That they're not gonna see their oozed, inexperienced deputy any longer. And last but not least, Scream 6, released in 2023. And look, once again, the opening scene. We have Samara Weaving, who's obviously going to be the opening kill, no shocker there. But what comes next is a full Ghostface reveal within the first 15 minutes of the movie. And to go along with that reveal, it's revealed that there's another Ghostface killing the copycat Ghostface. Catface? A cool concept that I would absolutely have loved if we followed the Ghostface throughout the film, seeing who and how he sets up his next victims. And that's it with the Scream scenes. A very beloved franchise, and we have the 7th installment coming out very, very soon. And now we move on to the hard part. Let's give out the medals. In 3rd place, taking the bronze medal, is Dewey's death in 2022's Scream. Arguably the saddest scene of the whole franchise. He will definitely be missed by the Scream fandom. Rest in peace, Sheriff. Taking the silver medal is Scream 4 Jill Roberts reveal. One of, if not the most important aspects of the Scream franchise to me is the Ghostface reveal. And to me, this was the most shocking reveal, and I truly believe that there will never be another one like it. And which scene takes the gold medal? Of course, the gold medal goes to Casey Becker, the opening scene for the original Scream. The definition of tension building and the reason why the franchise continued on with the opening scene. And as I said earlier, one of the most iconic openings in film history, and probably the greatest opening scene for a horror film. So those are my top 3 scenes from the Scream series. And if you think I missed some scenes that deserve to be mentioned, just let me know. And if there's any other horror franchises that you'll like to see get a scene of the series, put them down in the comments. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more horror content. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.